Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach Social Studies to Standard 5 students, Chapter 4, Evolution of Transport. So, what do you understand by transport? Transport is to take or carry people or goods from one place to another. So, in order to reach different places, early humans walked on foot in search of food and water. But with the passage of time, they started using animals to carry them and their goods. So, the first animal which they have tamed was dog. Then, what they did, they made sledge. In this picture, you can see this is a picture of a sledge. So, basically, what is a sledge? He made a frame of sticks, placed goods on it and made the dogs drag it or pull it. Then the animals that they have tamed are donkeys, camels, horses and elephants, and these animals are also used for carrying goods and also used for traveling. Now with the passage of time, they have invented cart on which they used to travel on land. Then they made water transport. For water transport, what they did, they hollowed the tree trunks and used them to cross the streams and rivers. Now next point, invention of the wheel. So nobody really knows who discovered the wheel. He got the idea to create wheel after he saw that a log of wood rolling down a hill. Humans realized that by fixing these wheels together under the sledge, they could move faster and also they can carry their goods easily from one place to another. So, once they made the wheel, they made carts and carriages. Now, when they made carts and carriages, what happened? It made traveling easier and also it helped animal to carry the loads easily. Trade and travel. Now if we want to buy something, where do we go? We go to a nearby market or a mall. So in earlier times, when men started to produce his own food, trade started. So when the early man saw that the supply of food was more than its demand, they thought that they can sell this food and also some other commodities such as earthen pots to nearby market or to nearby village. So what he did, he used carts which made trade possible. Next point, voyages. What do you understand by voyages? Voyages means a long journey travel from one place to another by water or land. Previously, trade was only limited to nearby villages. But with the advancement of time, explorers, they started exploring to different lands. Explorer means people, those who discover new lands. Some of them are Marco Polo, Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, then Vasco da Gama. Marco Polo, he was a Venetian merchant who lived in the 13th century. He traveled from Europe to China and Mongolia and wrote travelogue. Travelogue means book about the places visited or by experience or whatever experiences they have experienced during their travel. That is known as travelogue. Then next came Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus, he was also an explorer. On this journey, he found a place which wasn't known to the Europeans earlier. Ferdinand Magellan was another young explorer who used to work in the court of Queen Leonora of Portugal. He led an expedition in search of what? Spice Islands. And also he discovered the Strait of Magellan, the first European, and he was also the first European to cross the Pacific Ocean. Next is your Vasco da Gama. He was another explorer. Explorer means, I have already told you, explorer means people who discover new lands. So what he discovered? He has discovered new routes to India. Next comes your modern means of transport. So over time, means of transport have developed and become more modernized. Now, means of transport are divided into three types: land, water and air. The first one is land transport. Land transport, it is the oldest form of transport. Some examples of land transport are bicycles, motorbikes, cars, buses, trains and metros. And bullock carts are used in villages. Why? Because it is the cheapest means of transport in villages, and people can carry their goods or they can move from one place to another. That is why they still use bullock carts. Next is your bicycles. Bicycles are also an efficient means of transport. There are many advantages of riding a bicycle. For example, it is not expensive. You don't have to spend much money. It is good form of exercise. Then it is also an environmental friendly way to travel from one place to another, and also it does not create any pollution. And they can be used for both small journeys and long road trips. Buses. Buses are also a cheap and convenient mode of transport, and many people in India, millions of people in India, they use buses. And many people can travel in bus. Every city has a well-developed system of bus transport. Then railways. Railways are also an important means of land transport. With the help of railways, goods can be reached from one place to another. Then it is also one of the cheapest means of transport on land, and Britishers, they have introduced the railways in India. The first passenger train was inaugurated, means it was started in 16th April 1853. From where? From Bombay to Thane. And previously steam engines were used to pull the trains, but with the passage of time, electric engines have replaced them. Some superfast trains are Rajdhani Express, Shatabdi Express. So the trains, they used to connect important cities. And also, what is one of the major advantage of railways is that without facing any traffic, you can reach from one place to another. Metro is also made our life very easy. In metros also, you won't face any traffic jam on roads. Then Kolkata was the first place where metro has started. Now metros are there in cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bengaluru and Kochi. Next comes your water transport. So water transport, it is slow as compared to your air transport, but it is also the cheaper way of transport. In water transport, heavy goods are loaded. Why? To carry from one place to another. Ships and yachts are used as means of water transport. Now, in water transport, it not only carry the goods, but it also carry the people. Some important ports in India are Kandla, Mumbai, Marmagaon, Panambur and Chennai. Now yachts and sailboats, they are used for recreation, and those who are very rich, they can have their own yachts. Next comes your air transport. So it is a gift of the 20th century to the world. It is the fastest and the latest means of transport, and the first aeroplane was invented by two brothers, Orville and Wilbur, Wright, in 1903. Aeroplanes and helicopters are used to transport people, light goods and also mail. So if you want to reach any places very quickly, so you have to go for air transport. Now, air transport, they play an important role during floods, droughts, earthquakes and other calamities. Why? Because people, those who are stuck in these places, people can give them food, medicines and clothes using this air transport. Space travel also has tremendous significance, where in space and other planets, astronauts, they travel in space using space shuttle and rockets. So in India, all the major cities are connected through air transport, and people can travel from one place to another very quickly through the help of air transport. Now air transport are of two types. One which is run by government, and some are of private airlines. There are two types of airlines. One is domestic and international. Now what is the difference between domestic airlines and international airlines? Domestic airlines means the services that they give only within the country, means the aeroplane which will fly within the country, and international means the aeroplanes that fly from one country to another. So with this we come to the end of the chapter, and in my next video I am going to give you exercise and question answer of this chapter. Thank you.